pass on the jet sweep. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to root the sticks.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense.
How was your day today?
And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play.
Talk to the
great execution here by this offense.
She had a good day.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
I'm talking about Khalil.
Same tailback, another carry.
Oh, okay.
It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. And for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handing off on the draw play. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for the wide out. He makes the grab. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds.
You got to
big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
He's escaping the pocket now. Pulls it in. It's Jean-Pierre. Tackled, but first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
They'll run it to the left. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Excellent. All right.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end. He shows some
They're blowing up moves,
around
man.
the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package.
New.
Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Breaks free. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
Hey, Chris, if you look at where this drive started, it's a nice first down to be able to give them just a little bit more breathing room here and be able to really get down to how they want to attack this defense here early in the game.
Looking to pass this time. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Breaking free at the 35. That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I got to show I win this too much.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors.
I started it and I stopped it.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's the beginning of the episode.
The option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The punt team making their way on the field. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Running back has it on the screen now. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on him.
At the 32. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down play coming up for this offense.
Is it good?
There's the handoff. They've got him, but not before he makes a 1st down at the 41.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a cornerback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play and support.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. On the run, he'll let it go. Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. And they're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the 1st quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Keeping it on the ground here. In the clear at the 25. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Hit as he released it. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. So the drive stalls, the punt team on the field. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down. And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
They're setting out to try the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And there's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Good enough for the first down to the 37.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And looking to throw now on first down. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. And he pulls in the catch. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Not much on that play. Brought down short. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Cannot connect. Incomplete. And now 4th down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got it, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw, testing the middle. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
I thought you said Rice was fulfilling, bro. I thought you said Rice was fulfilling.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion.
You are?
He'll hand it off. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to take off here. And tackled there by the defense.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
That ball snagged for a completion. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the 1st down.
He's moving out of the pocket.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Brought down to the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone.
Just excellent execution here by the offense. They've set themselves up nicely now into the red zone to see if they can come up with a touchdown.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Makes the grab. It's Jean-Pierre. And they'll get him down that time.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage. Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
Now the try here for the extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
A little bit less than 30 seconds to go before halftime, and it'll be 1st and 10.
My bad, I ordered this.
Off the play fake, looking to throw.
Gotta let you know when you do that.
He'll take a deep shot here.
I ordered you something.
Falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
I'm gonna let
Well,
you
the
know.
offense coordinator with the right call,
Delivery
trying to
day.
take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
He'll hand it off. Finds room at the 30. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47th. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
He'll toss it to the back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And the kickoff will be returned. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Offense, cross that under the field, hoping to start a drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Gets some space around the 30. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Gain of 22.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field out, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Gain of 13.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Clean up, clean up.
An inside give now from the shotgun. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it on the move. It's caught downfield. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Offense looking to throw the ball.
We're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
First and 10.
The offense now operating in empty. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a first down.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race.
Well, I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw in the first half, seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT trial. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
You got energy.
Returner looking to make a play here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
Gonna put you to bed. No, we gotta finish the Packers, bro. That's
And here
what you
comes
was
the
talking
offense back
about.
out
That's
on
what
the
I just
field
said.
now.
Was you ready? Come on.
First down, looking to
I'm
throw the
ready.
football. And looking for a big play here. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Why this phone louder?
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. They never had a chance, tackled in the backfield.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
You cannot be serious. The head coach going for it, backed up to his own end zone. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's moving out of the pocket. Finds room at the 30. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it go. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Important third down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incompletion sets up a second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And the ball is hauled in. Finding some room at the 25.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after gets him within a touchdown, 28-21. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
We'll leave off that, baby. We'll leave off that.
Offense comes out to start this drive. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
I was thinking the same thing. Mm, 13?
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't plus that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but he's past the line to gain.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here comes a handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Here's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
7 to 9.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll give it to the back.
So like 7 to 9.
Behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Okay, 8.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Receiver makes the catch. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They
The
got a
latest
chance to
have
get
to
them
be
off
at the
the field,
airport.
and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
He muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle
8,
of the line of
9.
scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Sticking with the running game.
8.
Cook, you don't have to be that creative, do you? The running back simply cannot be stopped. It's another touchdown for him.
Chris, he's scoring all these touchdowns, but it's really as much about the offensive line as it is anything. How about the holes that he's running through right now to give him a chance to get out into space to show you what he can do as a back? But he'll be the first one to tell you, I'm sure, after the game, the job this offensive line did.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
And the offense will take it. Gilbert, 1st and 10.
First down here for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. He's going to hand this off. Shoots to get free. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense on.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's the spin move. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
7.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looking to scramble. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Looking to throw it on first down. The short completion of the tight end. He's free around the 15. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a first down.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Looking to pass here on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender. But
he's looking deep here. Deep shot caught right at the 10. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there as far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go, and then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
And the offense starts in the shadow of their own end zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Jean-Pierre. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Heavy pressure. He lets it go. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up 2nd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the defense takes a timeout with 27 seconds left. 4th down. The offense will go for it. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop.
Well, this is exactly what you should do if you want to give your opponent a chance to get back into the game. Up by a couple scores, good field position, chance to punt this ball away, rely on your defense, but instead you go for it and you give your opponent great field position and now a chance to get back in the game.
Taking a shot here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
7.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Jean-Pierre. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had to